Welcome to my first semi-walkthrough. Not really a walkthrough, but something that sort of is the same. It's gonna be Too Human, one of my more favorite games on the Xbox 360. I'm gonna be using my my mid-level guy I have. So it's not gonna be with a new character, unfortunately. There he is, he's a champion. Cybernetics. If you're new to this game, you'll know what that means later. So this won't look exactly the same as if you were playing through your first time, because the enemies that spawn vary based on your level and such. So start out by looking at the stats I have, or the skills more or less. It's your skill tree. Level up, you put points where you want it. Make sure to read everything, it's important to see what they say. So the yellow ones are your Y abilities, which are your spider abilities, which are like an area of effect ability. And X is sort of like a buff ability. It'll increase, like, I guess how well you hit or how fast you hit. And that last ability, which is a high level ability, is you do it by clicking both of the sticks down at the same time. It's a really strong ability, and you'll see it later. And this other tree is my cybernetics tree, where I can put points, the same points I earn when I level up. And that these are specific to the alignment I have, being cybernetic. So yeah, make sure to read them all. It's important to see what they say, and you can base your build on what the options are in the trees.
Sure. Let's get this command post up and running, wolves.
So we'll start off as the first mission in the game, or the first act, I should say. Rolling is fun. It's good to roll. You can actually get places a lot faster if you roll. Alright, and these sort of gem-looking things, you break them and they give you credits. And they can even give you some health back too if you get lucky. And move through here.
Here, first wolf. Place has been dead a long time. What was that? Huh. It's a long way down. I can't even see the bottom.
So here is the first time you'll see combat at all, pretty much.
There, on that statue.
These nasty looking guys. Sees me running in circles. So the first very easy way to attack is to just hold the stick toward the enemy, and the boulder will slide toward them. And this sort of, it creates something I call like ice skating battle, where you just keep holding the stick in the direction you want to go. You don't tap the stick and you don't let go after you've done it. You just keep holding your stick in the directions you want to go. And that last move was, I forget the exact name, it was sort of a range move. You do it by clicking both sticks, or tapping them both forward at the same time, and that effect will vary based on the weapon you have. So I'll show you up here some more examples of that fighting technique, being the slide technique. There's another one of those ranged attacks.
Whatever this place is, it smells bad. The smell of death is soaked into these walls. Then revel in the smell.
Fortunately, there's not a lot of running in it. It's not too boring. So right here, your guys are going to tell you to just wait up here and wait for the enemy to come to you and such, which is important strategy-wise, but for me this level's so easy, I just want to run in. These rocket guys can be a real pain in the ass, so take them out quick. Otherwise, they'll stun lock you into the ground with rockets, and that sucks. You can see I just got a little 1 down in the bottom corner. That's my combo counter. And the higher that gets, the faster I'm going to be able to slide around like this. You can see I'm a tad faster now. If you make a new character, you won't be quite as fast as this. I'm expecting to be fast. So, it's a good way to fight from the beginning of the game, is this sort of slide technique. So there'll be a small cutscene there. and more baddies will come out of this big red dildo. Just whacking on these guys, sliding around. So my combo went to 2 there, and I used my spider ability, which is my Y ability. Sort of kind of blows up the area and makes these guys catch on fire and puts a damage over time spell, I guess you call it, over them. So that'll just kind of continuously hit them. Up here we have one of our first boss-like characters. They'll have a health bar at the bottom, and they'll have a shield as well. You have to break the shield before you can get to their health, of course. You kind of see him at the bottom there, glinting. Yeah, there he is. Nasty-looking goblin. Boulder's doing stretches over here. Okay, here we go. I use one of my combo counters, which usually use them to use your abilities, and I use my X ability, which is like, as I said, sort of like a buff for your character. It'll make I think the combo counter go up faster. Hit 2 against C, it's easy to get back. But your X ability, again, it's going to vary based on your class. This is a champion walkthrough. Hit this guy. I'm gonna juggle him, and you do that by tapping the stick, the attack stick, right next to him just once, don't hold it, and Baldur will hit them into the air, and then when they're in the air, hold the stick toward them, and you'll sort of slide up in the air the same way you would on the ground, except you continuously hit them by holding the stick up in the air. It's a great way to kill bosses, because them are stun locked. Right here, that was a good example of the camera not cooperating. Happens a lot in this game. These rocket guys just start pounding me. It's fun. Make sure to always kill the rocket guys quick. Just really juggle on them. Grab the health. Ruin her move. Alright, and up next, you're gonna fight your first troll. That's right, we're gonna fight trolls in this game. He's gonna come out of these rocks. Now the best way to do it is to run away and shoot at him with your gun until his shield goes away and his health goes down a bit. That is the easiest, or not the easiest, but the safest way to do it. It's also the most boring. So we're just gonna jump, attack him in the air, take off his body armor, roll around to the back and hit A. Now you kind of have to position your Baldur so he doesn't fall off, so compensate for the tilts that he does. When prompted, hit the right stick to attack, and you'll stab him. Kill him. Right here is one of the gameplay elements in this game that's sort of designed just to mix it up a bit. It's called cyberspace. And it's controlled by the Norns and all this Nordic stuff. And you'll go in here and you'll get an ability at this stone right here. So make sure you go to it. You won't be able to progress until you get this ability. I already have it, so it's okay since I've already played through the game and beaten it with this character. Go over here and stand up on the circular stone. Hit right trigger. You'll do the push, I guess you could call it. Norn are going to tell you how doing this is going to help open up locked doors that impede on your progress. They tell you to open up all of them, and there's actually an achievement for getting them all, but unfortunately I haven't gotten them all, so I don't really know where a lot of the secret ones are, but there are a few that are hidden, and they won't open up doors that are important to continuing the level. They'll just be like have treasure on the other side, or have some sort of time challenge and such. So after we get back out, over here, and we're going to pick up another one of these treasure spires, I guess. They drop goodies. Make sure to check your equipment every now and then, particularly if you're a new character, to make sure you got like the best gear equipped and such. Help you survive longer.
You did fine, Pop.
So now the door's open. So So we're gonna over here. Now, right here we see a red dude, and when you see a guy who glows red like that, it means that when he dies, he's gonna explode. So the best way to do that is to shoot him with your gun. The gunplay in this game is pretty lousy, I have to say. It's hard to control what you aim at. See, I was able to pick the guy out, and if you can shoot them and they die, they explode right next to the enemies you're fighting. It'll hurt them as well, so you can use it to your advantage. Do some extra damage. Second pack of guys. I get my third combo meter. Just sliding around getting all these guys like I have ice skates. That laser means that they've locked on you and they're about to hit you with missiles, so you run in there really quickly and shoot the missile guy. It can be a pain in later levels when there's like 5 or 6 missile dudes. Alright, right here I'll show you the best way to pretty much kill boss, which is that ability right there, which you do during RB, which is another area of effect ability. It'll also vary based on your class and your weapon. And that move right there is a finisher, which you do by tapping both sticks forward. And if you do it perfectly, it'll take a little bit of practice.